All germs and contaminants have been neutralized. Coming up. Cleaning cycle complete.
They were coming real close to eating me. I'm Lenora. What are you doing out here? Not that I'm complaining, but I figure only marauders and animals roam around. Oh, well, okay. I can appreciate an adventurous spirit. Thanks for the help. I've got to pick up some things from the bay, but I run a little stand near Fallbrook. Next time you need supplies, stop by, you hear? I'll see you on the road sometime. I'll see you on the road sometime.
been sanitized.
Gonna find you.
You got it!
Barry is this unit's middle name.
Whew. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
Deploying. Or Reminder, unit modifications performed by unauthorized technicians are not authorized by the parent company.
Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. Doesn't it feel better to locomote without grit in your gears?
To gain authorization credentials, an engineer must be registered as the unit's designated caretaker. Do you wish to assign yourself this designation, engineer?
You asking me to be your minder? I suppose you can't be any more complicated than an autoloader. All right, I'll do it.
Updating registration. Updating. Updating. Ding. Holcomb Parvati is now responsible for the SAM unit's maintenance. Designated caretaker. There is a rock in this unit's tread. Removal of foreign debris requested.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? That's just cruel and inefficient. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
What's gonna happen to the people here when the board figures out what you're doing?
Well, by that point, my hope is that we'll be on the board once more.
Maybe I'm worrying too much, but it seems the folks here get plans made for them an awful lot. When do they get to start making plans for themselves?
Once MSI is restored, the people of Monarch will be able to make more choices. We'll have all the brands and resources of the board here. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Who's the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific designated caregiver's circuit.
Whoops, hold on there, Sam. And you got some schmutz on your chassis.
Did your SAM unit get dirty on the job? Simply initiate SAM self-cleaning mode. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, nuh-uh. You keep that nozzle to your own self.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, all right? It's a perfectly normal medical condition. Besides, life in this town is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rat spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation, and I was a fool for staying. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not... I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost.
Oh, yikes. What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the... I'm mighty glad you reckon so. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly...
Oh, you're a gentle soul.
Oh, gosh.
Caution! Hero
That's the last of them!
Now look how cute. I got this nice meal all planned out. I don't have a head for fashion. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium. Not today, no. I know this is all a little... I saw the lady who runs... Thanks, Captain. I'd know...
There you are! Bossman said you'd be up this way.
I always wanted to poke through a high-gain wireless.
Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need. If those bastards start shooting, we'll join in. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger-happy. Of course, me and her will follow your lead. Just wanted you to know we wouldn't begrudge you of any violent inclinations. I'm just gonna put this out there. That is a dumb fucking idea. You've got 2 highly productive purveyors of death at your command, and you ain't going to unleash us? But it's your call. Go on ahead. C3's got your 6.
Entering quiet mode. Industrial stage!
We did it!
You may not realize this, being as you're an outsider.
Fight dirty. Clean up the competition.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? Nice and coherent. Good. Take it you're not with the Marauders, then. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the broker. Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in marauders in here, which, by the by, they were supposed to... I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the marauders out, they destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be... The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first... Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down... Aside from the bits I'll be paying, I trade in secrets, valuable ones for my vocation. I'm sure you can come up with something you might like to ask me about in person. Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready. C3's entering through the main doors as we speak. Approaching time.
Light them on fire, ladies and gentlemen!
Get him! That's all.
Body as required.
Wow, not even a scratch!
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Incoming! I'll fix you right up!
Centrifuge mode activated. Toxin neutralized.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine... And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you... Oh no, my business is in trade. Not... This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why... If you insist. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
SAM units never need longer than necessary to complete the job. Quick, quiet, and efficient, SAM sees it done.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single... But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's out... Luckily, however, MSI has now gone silent. You would... A pity. Seems I have some information. Still, we need to get the Iconoclasts off the airwaves. I will leave the means of that particular end under your... The bandwidth! There's two... Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and... Graham and his Iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. No, they're... The safest bet is to convince Graham and his Iconoclasts to... Do what you like. Just don't tell me about it after. Is that a trick question? Of course. We'll call it an Ask me what... Not much. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that... I do know there is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but there are so many members. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them... Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of... If you... Luckily for you... They are a curious lot. Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1. Once the execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him. I would assume it stems from the friends and family. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only... Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over Skuzik. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI, while I would operate Devil's Peaks. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate and Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite... Luckily... What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept... Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one... How... I may... Sure.
Deft hands, Cap.
Disarray level analysis. Utter and total chaos!
Everybody here looks wore out. Just me?
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands. Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation... Now. Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. Ah, the Eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another. The point of no return. When your mind fully open, for many it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. I suppose that's one way to look. Not in the sense of a the universe came into being over time. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the All right. The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism. Oh, yes. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. I'm sorry. All people are part of the Philosophist family. Why have you... All right. Why have you... Stop. No. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but surely...
Excuse me. I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on...
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try... I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly...
Wait, that's not what I...
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a... Wonderful. Speaking of which...
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out. Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't...
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her...
So you're her mysterious savior.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the good... She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound... Wonderful. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, Graham, if you need me... Hey.
Hey, I know you. Boss says you've been real helpful, like. But, we got this hand. That's my nice way of I don't know what your angle is, but... all right. Be sure to tell her how hard it was to
Wish I could do that.
It's too quiet. Hello? Yeah, and for the 100... Who are you, anyway? Oh, for... Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't...
Muting volume now.
I don't know how you got those goons to... Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Like I said, this is my last run. You'd have to ask him. All I know... It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. Law help them. I don't know. I should go. Look, what do you want delivered? I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. Go on. I need to get moving.
You ever think about death, Sam?
You won't find a more highly effective nor highly efficient automechanical fine-tuned to neutralize noxious contaminants on Halcyon's market. SAM units are reliably certified at killing filth.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch.
I'm telling you...
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur...
They're on a very important... Welcome back, Captain. You needn't concern yourself.
Trifling, they're our best unit, and...
And we'll continue that...
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to?
We will deal with his subversion later. Yes? Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board. A subtle lesson. The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are... Free will has all... And, through that, the cosmic truth that... Certainly. I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out...
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham!
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys...
Reminder! Prolonged exposure to germicidal fumes kills brain cells.
I have the utmost confidence in their ability. Men we recruit can handle the duty.
Yes! You're damn right. Look, just... If the...
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
performance evaluation. Sterling! Dirt alert! Caution! Resuming passive mode.
Hope you're here to help. We only... Thank the Eternal. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separate. Yeah, on account of giving him the order.
Sam, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years. Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized. Time to take out the trash.
Any luck out there? Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks for the assist.
Hey, thanks for the help.
Carry on. Hey.
Done.
Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Great work.
Job classification. Flawlessly finished. bloodstains detected traveling on an organic substance in the immediate vicinity.
Nuh-uh. I just washed these coveralls last week. They're still spick and span.
If you'll just listen...
No! No more listening. No more preaching.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's... Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire.
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to... Doubtful. But we don't need much. And son... It is. We are desperate.
Excellent.
Did you find the Van Or... Thank thee.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Ah, hello. Oh. Before all this, the certainty with which that came... I'd known a little... The freedom. Why have you come? All right. Why?
Hey, Captain. I need you... You know about what happened here, right?
Fella came through Edgewater once, mentioned something to my dad about pirates wiping out a town.
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby... It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other. Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is... If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain. I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked... You know him. Live and let live and all. I surely do. Besides, if it's filled with valuables from the aristocrats who lived here, we can pawn them off on Sublight and get ourselves a... Just a warning. The area's infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but... Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information... If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find... Good luck.
detected! Damn, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
Let's go!
Resuming passive mode.
Nicely done. You been watering my plants, Sam?
Cannot process the command watering.
I mean, cleaning. You been cleaning my plants?
Sanitization.
Welcome back. Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondence. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's a letter. Captain, he gave them the gate codes. Yeah, I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. Thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. I gotta... Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight. Go take a walk, Captain.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which... Yes, but before we get down to it...
We did what we could, as best we could. Should...
Is that... Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver so I can input the needed adjustments. Don't be It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numeric. Terrific.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. But take...
Captain!
Black holes. Did you see that? Looked like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on. Oh well, a pity for the crew.
Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that?
Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel?
Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there? Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship.
Ah, I see you learned.
We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure...
Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel!
I'm thinking on my...